Hello, and welcome to the Inaugural Conference on Sleep Education Research. Based on research and sleep education trials that have been undertaken in South Australia and Australia in the last several years. Today we're making available that sleep education research, we're making available our new data and information from a whole range of people who are invested in sleep education. We're making that available free across the world, across the country, so that we can share our sleep education knowledge with you and we can increase the efforts worldwide to improve sleep education in our young people. I and a team of dedicated researchers are going to be presenting for you on this program different aspects of sleep education, be that from teachers, researchers, students, policymakers, so that we can give you an all-round picture of what actually sleep education can look like and how we can move it forward. This website, the Australian Centre for Education and Sleep, is where I started out my sleep education journey, and it gives a lot of links and information about sleep education trials as they started back in 2006. So this website will be one of the key areas where you'll be able to access this video and other information about sleep education, and I urge you to share with us your information and to engage with us and sleep educators so that we can share our information. So today I'm going to give you an introduction into the people that will be presenting for you today. First up, we have Dr. Larissa Clarkson, who has been working with us on a project funded by Beyond Blue, which in Australia is an organisation that takes care of mental health. And we did a very big study understanding sleep education and awareness in young males in a school project. So Larissa will be presenting data on that. This is hot press data. Donna Nitsky, who is a PhD candidate working in the sleep education area, has included sleep education in junior schools as part of her project. And this would be one of the first large-scale projects of sleep education in junior schools, given that the large majority of sleep education is based in senior schools. Gabby Whitney, who is another PhD candidate, has just finished undertaking a very large trial of sleep education in South Australia based on the Australian Centre for Education and Sleep model, funded by the South Australian Department of Health and Ageing, and a randomised controlled trial. So she's going to share some information about that. I will be giving you some more information about sleep education in general. Mr. Minas Meena, who is a high school teacher and counsellor in South Australia, and has been working with me on sleep education for several years in several different schools, and is a champion of sleep education as it stands in the classroom, in a way that he can integrate that into young people's lives so that sleep education can become part of their conversation about health in general and mental health most particularly. And finally, I'll be sending you some messages. Where to from here? How do we get sleep education into a larger discussion, not just at an individual level, but at the school level, at the parent community level, and at the policy level of governments. This is where sleep education needs to go. We all know it needs to be at that level. So I'm going to be sharing some information for you from several sectors. One from the Department of Population Health in Tasmania, in Australia, who have been working very hard and done wonderful jobs trying to integrate sleep education into a whole of school approach. The second, information from the policymakers of our state government in South Australia, who funded our large sleep education trial and have a vested interest in sleep education, and how we can engage sleep education at the policy, state and even federal levels to include sleep education as part of a broader narrative. So I urge you to share your information. I urge you to look at all these pieces. You don't have to look at them all together. You can click on one particular one so that you can get a piece of the information, or we welcome you to look at the entire DVD. So welcome and thank you, and I look forward to sharing this information with you.